Hey guys, Tim and Shana from Punk Road. How's everybody doing? Today's video is going to cover the backwards cross. Pretty fancy step. I think the last time we did a tutorial on this was, God knows, 50 years ago. So, two main components, as you could just see there with Shana doing it. One is the backwards turn, so you need to be comfortable with the backwards turn. And then the second is crossing while turning backwards. And that, my friends, is no easy feat. So let's break it down for you. And we can start without the rope. So rope goes down. You just want to be comfortable with that wrist rotation going backwards, right? So that's circumduction, and whatever allows you to manipulate your wrists in that fashion, go for it. You know, if it's air guitar, old-fashioned pencil sharpener, we've got a whole bunch of ideas, screwing on a light bulb, but that's going to be number one. Now, and then we can do the rope to the side, going backwards. So windmill swing to the side, going backwards. That would be sort of preliminary step two. Now, the tricky thing about this is because you can't see behind you unless you have a mirror, and even then it's kind of confusing. Two things. One, you may want to have a friend videotape you so you can see whether that rope is maintaining a consistent path parallel to your feet. Yeah, parallel to your feet, perpendicular to your body. I don't know.
Parallel.
It's too much high school math. So that would be one option. The second option would be piece of tape on the floor or chalk if you're outdoors, and then you try to use your peripheral vision to see if the rope is striking that line or that tape over and over, which is what should be happening. Okay, so anyway, that is part one. Then you might as well try your backwards turn with the full rope, because if the backwards turn isn't happening, you know, if you end up jumping super high, backwards cross is just not in the cards. So this one, you can see Shana's super smooth, but what happens with a lot of people is they anticipate when the rope is going to get close to their feet, but they jump too early. And so they end up kind of throwing the rope and jumping too high, and then either missing or just landing with a lot of impact. Neither of those things are really great. So you're going to want to work on your backwards turn and jump. And a good goal might be, I don't know, what do you think, Shana? 20, 25 in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can get 20, 25 backwards jumps without jumping crazy high, that would be awesome. Okay?
So when you add the cross, you're going to jump even higher.
Yes, you're going to jump even higher and possibly throw the rope even more.
I throw the rope.
Most
I'm
of
not
us.
that good at
Most of us do. No, she's very good. Okay, so now the other component is the cross. So we're going to try that without a jump. So literally, we're just going to have the rope in front of us. We're going to swing it so it comes overhead and cross the arms. And there you can see the finish with the arms crossed. Now, I'd say see if Shana agrees with me. I was going to say, unlike the forwards cross, backwards crossing, we tend to cross the arms a little bit higher. Most people do. And then you settle down after the arms are crossed and the rope is coming under the feet. And I think you'll see this in the video. So it's a little bit more high to low whereas a forwards cross, it can be very low all the way through. So we'll try a couple of those. So rope goes overhead, no jump, just cross the arms. You can get it started with some momentum, that's okay. But you just want to prove to yourself that you have the coordination to do this. Boom, there you go. And we untangle and we maybe do one more. Okay, awesome. Then we are ready for the actual jump. And Shana, would you do a few regular backwards jumps before you get right into the
Yes.
cross? Okay,
I
so
definitely would.
I think most people probably should. So you're going to do a regular backwards jump.
You gotta feel relaxed and then
Get your rhythm, boom. And then you see that it is, if we think of it in technical terms, the hands are moving towards the midline, right? So that's towards the midline. One crosses over the other. The rope goes over the head, behind, under the feet, and then there's the uncross. I know there's a lot. There you go. So the uncross is happening as the rope is also approaching the feet. It's on the second turn. Now, one thing that we were just talking about earlier is which hand crosses over which. And in Shauna's case, I think it's always, is it always left over right, or is it right over left?
It's left over right, or you could look at it as right under left because it's the dominant.
Yeah, Shauna's right dominant, but in any event,
try to do it this way and it's a lot more awkward.
Yeah. So her left is going to be on top in every case because that's what she's comfortable with. If you all want to practice both ways, left over right, right over left, go for it. But you may find that because of your flexibility or your coordination, that one is far preferable to the other. So let's give that another try. This is from profile view. Got our backwards jump, soft knees, and then you've got that cross in front and then uncross in back on the second rotation. So it's still a two-step jump, just like your forward cross. It's just a little harder to see. And
I'm going pretty slow.
yeah, that's hard to do, by the way. Hard to go slow.
I don't think I can go faster.
Well, in any event, great move for coordination. Great for rhythm and timing. Not something you'd probably do for endurance. I think it would get old fast and you would get tired.
It's fun to do with just one.
Yeah, you can just sprinkle it in.
But if you've done a long practice of forward crosses, it might be harder to do. So probably when you're practicing them, probably best to practice them when you're reasonably fresh.
Yeah.
Because your brain and maybe the muscles, like, it gets so much into the forward action that, oh, let me go try and do the backwards one. And
then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, can be.
When you practice them, without doing a lot of forward at first, and then eventually you can transition.
Yeah.
Just like I showed. This is a fun way to do it. But usually not a lot.
Yeah, so that's your forward. There's the turn, and there's the backward. Cool. All right, awesome, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, jot them down below. We'll answer them as soon as we can. If you like the video, thumbs up would be appreciated. Subscribe to the channel, and you can check out punkrope.com. All right, have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Bye.